Yo, what up bros? In today's tutorial, we are doing Dynamax Adventure and how to join the game Dynamax Adventure with friends. So first of all, make sure you've got the DLC, the Crown Tundra expansion pass, and you've basically reached Crown Tundra. Just after the station, there's a little cave that you enter. You won't miss it because it's part of the storyline. You come and talk to this lady and begin your adventure, but make sure you've connected to the internet on your Wi-Com. So in your Wi-Com, press the plus button to connect to the internet, and it says yes. You say yes there, and then you talk to her and go yes, 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 I would like to join a Dynamax adventure. Now I've already raided a few times, I've already adventured a few times, so some of the legendaries I can redo only if I haven't caught them before. So then you can shiny hunt these legendaries as many times as you want afterwards. So at this stage, I'm going to do anything is fine. So then there will be a random selection from all the legendaries in the Dynamax adventure. So you have to save, otherwise it won't let you progress. And there's another save point at the end as well, which is forced, and you don't really have a choice. If you quit the Dynamax adventure halfway through, there is a penalty. So make sure you finish the whole thing, so that you get your Dynite ores, you get your rewards, and you get to keep one Pokemon that you've defeated. So we're gonna go here and go press plus and invite others. So make sure, at this point, that you've got all your friends together, hopefully 3 friends together, and give them a unique code. Nothing too simple, so that you might get randoms joining. My code is going to be 84000000 for my friends to jump in, who are in the chats right now, in the YouTube chat and the Discord chat right there. By the way, if this is your first time watching our videos and you want to join us for Dynamax Adventure or any other games that we play, make sure you've joined us on Discord. Read the description down below. Do your subscriber proof. It's these adventures and raids and shiny raids and whatever, only available for our subscribers. So 4 people have already entered. One thing to note is that it is not like hosting shiny dens or hosting Pokemon dens, where there's one host who everyone needs to be friends with. You don't need to be friends with any of, switch friends with any of these people you're playing with. As long as everybody punches in the same code, you can all join the same lobby. Okay, so 84000000, so all of them have jumped into this code, and that was pretty quick actually. Leo, Sharkru, and Ollie. You can see that I'm not even a host here. Now the order of joining determines, so Ollie's gonna go first, okay? Determines the order at which Pokemons will be selected. So I get to choose second. There's a Dynamax Toxtricity here, Obstagoon, or Kling Clang. Lots of dragons in the dens because they're legendaries, but I do like Toxtricity. I'm gonna go with Kling Clang because I suspect maybe a dragon coming up. You should always consider the options. So have a look at the options on the screen and think about what Pokemon is going to show up. If you already know that you're facing, say, a Kyurem because you picked that at the start as opposed to anything, right, then you should be aiming for a set of Pokemons that can all take Kyurem. So it's going to be a dragon type, and right at the start we get to collectively choose whether we want to go dark or grass. Now dragon, probably don't want to go grass, so we'll probably go with dark. I'm going to pick dark, and if you look very closely you can actually see the shadow of the Pokemon. So you can actually know exactly what Pokemon it is, except the legendary, the one that's at the end. So there'll be 4 Pokemons you got to defeat. These first 3 you will be able to swap them out for your current Pokemon. Thievul is right. Okay, so we're gonna go with. I'm just gonna hit him. Now, something very important at this point is that you don't want to catch these legendaries unless it's shiny. If you like shiny hunting, if you don't care about shiny hunting, do what you want. You can catch it. It's 100% guaranteed catch for all of these Pokemons, but you only get to pick one of them at the end. So once you've finished the adventure, you'll be able to pick one of the Pokemons to take home with you. The other 3 and their Pokeballs that you've used to catch them will leave. They will go. Now, the reason why you don't want to catch is you can only catch one legendary per save file. If I've already caught the Kyurem from before, even if I encounter it again, I won't be able to catch it. So you cannot shiny hunt these Pokemons through this adventure, through the adventure mode. So, but you'll be able to keep redoing it until you find a shiny, or until one of your friends find a shiny. So one thing you need to be very considerate of is trying to take down these Pokemons, even in the early stages, like this first one for example, as quickly as possible, or taking as little damage as possible. So me taking this much damage with my Klinklang against Thievul right now is bad, because you don't get to recover, you don't get to regain the HP or the PP on the moves throughout the entire adventure. You only get this, whatever you have to start with. So you really have to consider that if you might die, and you only get 4 deaths throughout the entire adventure. If your team dies 4 times, that's the end of the adventure. Each Pokemon you fight, you'll have 10 turns, just like a regular Dynamax battle. You have 10 turns to defeat it. Okay, I better not die here. Okay, Orbeetle, very low health. So one of the considerations at this stage is whether Orbeetle should swap out for Thievul once we get it, because it's really low HP. Either Orbeetle or Klinklang. I'm very low HP, so I probably won't make it all the way to the end, but maybe it's worth the sacrifice because I get to keep the steel typing. So some things it's quite different to normal Pokemon battles or normal raid battles, so some things to consider there. So whoever wants Thievul, go for it. I think we should swap out Orbeetle. So the Pokeball that you use, you should try and use cheap ones for the ones that you probably don't care about anyway. But if it's something that you might take home with you, consider using like Premier Ball or something cooler. Everything else will be chucked in the bin once the adventure ends. So Shah's saying, alright, I'll take it. I'm guessing he's talking to me there. Yes, so I'm going to say I'm good without it. And he's indicated with an exclamation mark that he wants it. Ollie hasn't, yep, so there we go. Shakru has decided that he wants to take it. So then he'll swap out his very low health Pokemon for that. Now, Ice is really good here. I'm going to go with Ice because we want Ice for the Dragon at the end. And I will resist it with my Klinklang, which is great because I need to try and survive this one. And if I do manage to survive, then I'll swap out. Or maybe one of the others will swap out and I'll keep this Klinklang for the Dragon at the end as well. So lots of things to think about. So some things to discuss with your friends, who is best to take what Pokemons. Along the way, you'll also meet these scientists or trainers who will give you items or one more chance to swap out in case you get something really bad or you just have really low HP. And just keep it bearing in mind you only get 4 lives in total throughout the entire Dynamax adventure. So it's something a little bit different to a regular den where it's just one Pokemon and you have 4 lives to take it down. Now, if you guys are, again, looking for regulars to raid with, somebody who knows what they're doing, who knows Pokemon well, and you're not finding players randomly online, which you will fail a lot more. If you want to join us on our Discord channel, make sure you read the description, subscribe to our channel, join us on our Discord, it's only for our subscribers, and find us in Dynamax Adventures Discord channel. Alright, I'm going to actually use my Dynamax here. You want to Dynamax early, if possible. If you're a super effective move, Dynamax early. It just makes sense, because then you kill it quicker, you take less damage. Now, one other good thing about connecting with more people to play with as opposed to just by yourself is you actually get more Dynite ores at the end of your adventure. So Dynite ores can be used to exchange for things like the Beast Balls. 150 Dynite ores can exchange for like 1 Beast Ball, something like that. So that's about 15 adventures worth. So someone just said I'm not taking the ice cream. That's fine, but we need the ice cream for the dragon, so somebody should take him. Let me see if I should take him. I'm pretty low on health, but I've been doing fairly well. I might take him just because I'll see who else wants him. If somebody wants him, take him. If not, I'll take. Yeah, I'll stop. Okay, just to save our 1 life, essentially. Although Klinklang would have been a pretty good one anyway. Okay, so this is our scientist. We just encountered the scientist. Looks a bit worn out from your adventure. Oh, okay. So now I have a chance to... This is totally random. You don't really know what you get. You only want to swap if you think it's going to do better than what you have now. So we got Lantern for Leo. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we got normal, ghost, or rock. We can see that the rock is a Tyrantrum. And that normal is the Unpheasant. And Tyrantrum's pretty cool. Ghost, I don't know at this stage. Could be a ghost. It could be a Giratina, ghost dragon. We can see the berries at the back though, behind the normal. So Unpheasant would have been good if we wanted extra berries to take into the final battle. So you need to be planning long term. Vote for Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum's cool, but we don't want to get killed by Tyrantrum. This could be bad for me because I'm an ice type. I think it's the first person in the order that will take it. I'm not sure if it's randomly allocated actually. Oh, maybe it is randomly allocated. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, sorry. It is randomly allocated. It's not the first person. The order only works for the start. The order thing only works for the start. Latias. So we just encountered Latias. So we got Latias as well. Thank you for the donation, Kongster. Like and sub, smash the. You sound like Yoda. Smash the. Latias. Okay, so we're gonna hit that Latias now with an Ice Beam. So that's good because Thievul, Dark type. Like, I think generally we did okay. I think we generally did okay. We still have 3 lives by the time we got to Latias. And that's a bulky Latias. By the way, all these Pokemons that we catch along the way are level 65, and the final boss, the legendary, is level 70. Yeah, he's pretty much a tank. But thankfully I swapped for that Vanillite. The ice cream is actually... Oh, frozen! Yo! We're destroying this thing. We're doing better than average, I'd say. What are the chances? Look at how still that Latias is. So at this point, so once you've met the final Pokemon, you get to do it again, but you only have 3 slots. So you can do this again when you go back to the start and pick, I want to do Latias again, as long as you didn't take it home. If you do it again, each time you should use a ball that is reasonable, that you would keep it in case it is shiny and you want to keep this Pokemon when it's shiny. If you choose a really crappy ball, you're going to regret it once it's shiny. So I'm going to go with the Premier Ball here. I would go with the Beast Ball, but it's too costly to throw a Beast Ball without knowing whether it's going to be shiny. Let's see if anyone in the chat got a shiny for any of those Pokemons. So we're going to go check summary. Okay, so yeah, Quirky, whatever. Vanillish, Tyrantrum, and Latias. So none of them are shiny so far. And you can see that's level 70. What we're going to do is we want to keep one of these instead of the legendary, so that we can keep hunting it. We'll take the Tyrantrum. And as you can see, if you connect with others to play, you'll be able to get 2 extra Dyna Ores. If you reach the innermost area of the den, you get to take 2 extra Dyna Ores as well. That's how you do Dynamax Adventure with friends. And that's our final checkpoint. And oh, by the way, it'll tell you, I've run out of space to record. Do you want to delete one of the old records? You'd think that she could just pick up a new piece of paper to write down the coordinates. I mean, what era are we living in? But anyway, the game only allows you to save 3 Pokemons. The question is, do I save Latias? I think I'll leave it alone for now. I'll say no. Okay. Thank you for joining the tutorial. Make sure you've subscribed and like the video, and join us on our Discord channel. If you read the description down below, you'll know how to do that, and join us in Dynamax Adventures.